Hello, YouTube. It was 19, and then as soon as I turned the camera on, it jumped up to 23. But it's not. I think because I was walking, I was holding it in my hand, and I had these hand warmers on, and I was holding it right on the sensor. So, my bad. I accidentally warmed it up. It's not mine. Oh, it's -4 Celsius. Okay, that doesn't. I don't want Celsius. 23.7. Whatever. We'll go buy a bank later. But I guess for the polar blog, it'll have to be 23. Even though it is 19. Because the high for the day isn't even 23. So, whatever. That's cool. It's a lot warmer than last night. A lot warmer. I'm only working for 3 hours, which is lame sauce. I was going to take my dad's show, the police interceptor there, but yeah, didn't go for it because my stepmom's car broke it. You ready, Shamumu? Oh. Yeah, the suspension, when I pulled into the driveway last night, bottomed out. Because it was just frozen. And so, salt truck. And that was awesome because it made that awful grinding sound. I remember, because I started riding my old scooter last November and March. That's when I first started. My motorcycle career started not quite a year ago. November. February. Almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in a couple months. It'll be 1 year in a couple months. Anyway, so I started riding that scooter, and it was interesting because it was really cold, and so in the cold weather, like that scooter was worse than this because it was made in China, and so it didn't have the same engineering as Kawasaki. Kawasaki's not very good in the cold, but let me tell you, a Raketa scooter is worse. So I didn't go very, it was hard to do anything in the winter there on the 50cc scooter because anything below freezing, below 32 Fahrenheit, oh, stop whistling, helmet, really? So irritating. Okay. I'm also driving with one hand. Anyway, so it would like bottom out on every little bump. It would make this horrible grinding sound. And that was the sound that my Ninja made last night when it was 8 degrees and I pulled into the driveway up over the curb. It was pretty awful. It was a sound you never want to hear any vehicle make. I can't stand the way this helmet whistles now. I need a new visor. This visor got warped or something, and it doesn't fit right anymore. Anyway, one of the things I used to love about vlogging, well, here's the story of how Lori got into vlogging. I got my scooter. Well, I had to let's backtrack why I got the scooter. For a long time I didn't have a car because my old Ford Escort was a POS, and I finally just sold it for like $400. And I was like, good luck, it's got about $600 at least you got to put into it. And so I sold it for $400, actually to my aunt and uncle, because they needed a car just to get them to and from the train station. So they didn't really need it for a whole lot, so that worked out fine. But then somebody gave me money that I used to buy a bicycle because they felt sorry for me because I was walking everywhere or asking people for rides to the grocery store. So I bought a bicycle, and it was a Trek mountain bike, and I loved that thing. But I lived way back, this is back in Kansas City, and I lived way back in the neighborhood really far. So like, how far would that be? I don't know, I think it's about just over a mile, and it was literally uphill when you're leaving, so it was downhill all the way to my street. And when I would come home from work for that whole mile, I would just be coasting downhill. And I remember thinking, man, being on and I always wore a helmet, even though I look like a dork. But it came free with the bicycle, and safety first, right? And I hadn't ridden a bike in years, and I wasn't sure. I mean, I would rollerblade, but I hadn't ridden a bike in forever. So anyway, so I got the bike helmet, and I'm wearing that, and I go on the hill, and I'm thinking, this is really cool. Being on two wheels and not having to work at it is awesome. Like, just enjoying this ride, and it's carefree, it's easy, it's fun. And I remember thinking, oh, this would be great if I could get a motor on this thing, and then I wouldn't have to pedal. I think this is like, how the invention of the motorcycle first came about, right? This is my own personal journey of discovering the motorcycle.